Hello, my name is Eric Roeder. I work in business development for Codilation. We're a team of website developers, software engineers, and just overall super nerds. We develop apps and websites in the obvious technology hub that is Fargo, North Dakota. That summary of my life sounds dreadful to most of the world, but I absolutely love my community and I love my job. Every week I meet incredible people who are absolutely inspiring. They have new business ideas or are spearheading giant projects to make our community better, or just are smarter than me and have great professional knowledge to share. I thought it would be relatively selfish to keep all of this information to myself, so I decided to start a little talk show. Welcome to my office.
My guest this week is Heidi Jorant. She's a senior communications specialist for Houston Engineering, and she's super artistic outside of work, and I really think that helps with her in her creative field, and that's what we're going to talk about this week. All right, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you so much for my guest, Heidi. What's her last? Jorant. I spaced out because you got married relatively recently,
yeah.
And I've just
still getting used to the last name.
Heidi Jorant.
Yep.
She's here, and I'm actually, so this is as dressed up as I've ever been.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a tucked-in shirt because I came from a gala earlier at lunch today, and so yeah, you get like the classiest version of me.
Yeah.
That's been on the shows so far. So yeah, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Heidi?
Sure. So my name's Heidi Jorant. I do marketing at a civil engineering firm called Houston Engineering. Mm-hmm. We have 9 offices across the upper Midwest. I'm married to my awesome husband now for over a year. And we have 2 dogs, a kitty, and then expecting our first child this November.
Oh, and that's what's crazy about that is actually, like, about half of the women that have been on the show this year have been pregnant.
Yeah, I felt like I had to fit in and announce.
That's my demo.
Right.
For guests. It's like, well, are you expecting?
Yeah.
Real bummed.
One of the questions.
Yes. And so we both work with pretty traditionally not creatives. Like, I love my software engineers, and you work for civil engineers, and that's kind of tricky as a marketer to be creative within those fields. Can you kind of talk to us about what you do to stay creative?
Right. So I practice creative hobbies. So art is something I started doing a couple years ago, actually. I started doing watercolor painting, acrylic pour painting, and just trying to practice a fun creative hobby. And that helps keep my creative side going. And actually it's given me some inspirational ideas for some of the creative works for engineering, because it can be tough to come up with a creative idea for some of the topics that we do.
And I get amazing, like, I'm just like scrolling through my social media on the weekends or on the like random nights, and I just love all of the random stuff you're doing. And so I made a business chart this week, kind of showing our artistic abilities.
All right.
And so so you
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and
dinosaur. I don't want to tell you how long it took me to draw that terrible
That's pretty good,
dinosaur.
Though. Yeah.
I don't. We'll just stick to my day job,
right?
And I won't. I won't be an animator anytime soon. But like when you're creative like that. Mm-hmm. And you kind of alluded to it earlier, it shows up in your work. And I remember when I worked for the printing company, I would love getting your newsletter.
Yeah.
Like, it was like refreshing, and it was so good. And it's like, oh, Heidi, she gets it. And do you have any tips for people watching how to stay creative?
You're right. So I encourage people to always continue to learn and stay curious, like research. I research magazines for our newsletter, look for that for inspiration.
Sure.
And I'm a big Pinterest fan, so I look at that for fun ideas.
Yes.
I subscribe to YouTube channels and just continue to always learn. And you can apply it even from other industries to your industry.
Sure. And I mean, people knock Pinterest, but like, that is basically just a creative poster board of like awesome ideas. And
there's actually a lot of like design and marketing type of content on there too.
I've hacked some stuff. I had to, when I worked at J&M again, we had to make our van for a trunk or treat. And I went on Pinterest and I turned it into like a van into a monster with like paper plates and a picnic table.
Fun.
Like, it was so easy and so stupid. I'm like, thank you, Pinterest, for being creative for me.
Yep. A lot of great ideas there.
Yes. And so each week we ask, is there anything we can do to help you or your business, Heidi?
Sure. So I encourage people just to check out our website, follow our social media. We have a lot of great content we share, not only about our company, but our projects and our people. And so we're on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. And like you mentioned, our newsletter, I encourage you to sign up for that. You can sign up for that on our new website as well.
And if you're a creative, it does. It helps to get other creative. I sign up for as much of that stuff I can, and it blows up my inbox, but I get excited when your stuff comes in.
Yeah, definitely. That's good to hear.
So, yeah, did you have anything else for this week? Or?
Not really. Yeah, just enjoying this warm weather that we have.
Finally.
So, yeah. Finally, yes.
So thanks for being here, Heidi, and have a good weekend, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Cool.